Why, hello there, it's Mr. McFlanagan, your old buddy, your old pal, your old chum, and I'm here today to give you a honest review of Call of Duty WW2. I played the beta the other night. Even though I thought I wasn't going to play it, I ended up getting a free code from a friend. He came in clutch with it, and I got to play the beta for a couple hours. Now, I know that a couple hours is not enough time to test all the guns and test everything out, but I can get a pretty good understanding of the game with just a couple hours of gameplay. So I'm going to get right into it. I tried most of the SMGs, I tried most of the assault rifles. The gun that I really liked the most was this M1 Garand. I felt like the M1 Garand was a solid gun. It two-shot kills most of the time. You can take out more than one enemy with this gun, which is pretty much better than most of the guns in the game. It seems like most of the guns in the game, it's hard to get 2 kills with 1 clip without reloading. You always end up getting caught reloading and dying. So I really like the M1 Garand. I think it's kind of a cheesy gun, and I think it works really well. And once you get the grip and the sight, then you can kind of spam it real fast and get those easy 2-shot kills. But that's my opinions on the guns. I really didn't find a lot of guns that I liked, but this M1 Garand was pretty darn good. Now, I want to move on to the maps. This map that I'm playing on right here, I don't even know the name of it, but it's definitely my favorite map in the beta. I felt like there was good choke points. I felt like it played really good for Dom, and basically all I did on this gameplay was just work the spawn points. I checked left and right to see people coming off the spawn, pick them off the spawn. I don't think this game is a very good game for rushing into the spawn. I think you're going to have to hang around the outside and pick people off. I feel like you can dip in there and get in there, but usually the spawns flip when you push in too far, much like Black Ops 2. But I'm still on the fence about this game, guys. I don't have a solid opinion. I think it's an okay game. I'm not blown away by it by any means. I did enjoy the time I played it. I mean, it's one of those games, the more you play it, the more you enjoy it, because you start to unlock some guns, you start to figure out how the rank up system works and stuff like that. I will say the score streaks are a little on the weak side. You know, usually the score streaks only get you 1 or 2 kills, even if you really do well with them. And I think that's kind of off-putting, you know. Call of Duty is all about the score streaks. You know, that was the reason MW2 was so great. If you got an AC-130 or a chopper gunner, it made it everything worth it. You know, if you got on and played for 2 or 3 hours and you were having, you know, several bad games, but then you got that one good game where you got the AC-130 or the chopper gunner, it made everything worth it. You know, that was the fun factor. So I'm not seeing a huge fun factor with this game yet, but maybe they'll buff the streaks or they'll listen to some people. But from what I've seen with Call of Duty, typically they don't. I mean, just typically they don't. But another thing too, this M1 Garand, I noticed that you almost have to run Scavenger with it because it runs out of ammo real quick. I think you only get like 28 rounds to start out with, and you'll blow through that super quick. My kind of final thoughts on this game is it looks like Black Ops 3. You know, it looks like Black Ops 3. The graphics don't look great, but I've never really cared too much about that. My only main concern is people who have played World at War before, I don't think this game is quite as good as World at War. I really don't. I feel like the gameplay is slower. I feel like the gunplay is slower. I think it takes longer to ADS after sprint. I feel like the speed of the characters feel like you're stuck in sand. Like, it just feels really slow and clunky when you're running. I mean, you can look at it. Look how fast I'm running. It's so slow. Where I feel like if you go back and play World at War, it does not feel as slow as this game. So, I mean, that's another problem too, because right now I can go play World at War on PC and it doesn't cost me a dime. But that's my initial impressions. I'm not doing a real thorough review because I didn't get to spend a ton of time with the game, but I think the game has potential. I would like to play it on PC and see how it plays, because on console the aim is so derpy that, you know, it's hard to really snap to people and aim. The aim assist in this game is not very strong. You know, I think the aim assist is a little on the low side in this game, which I think is better than having too strong an aim assist, because Black Ops 3 definitely had too strong an aim assist, but this game I think is just a little bit low. I think you have to find a good medium between too much aim assist and not enough aim assist. So I mean, there's a lot of little things in this game that put me off, but overall it's not too bad. I mean, the one map, the new map they put out, that long hallway map, is absolutely atrocious. I played 2 or 3 games on that map, and it was just the most campy, terrible, frustrating experience, but, you know, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this, guys. I want to play it on PC and play the PC beta and see how it plays, but the feedback from my friends is not a lot of people are liking this game. Everybody's saying that it's a piece of crap. I personally don't think it's a piece of crap. I just think that Sledgehammer has a lot of learning to do, because I think there's more to a game than what like Sledgehammer thinks. You know, just for instance, like how fast you aim after you come out of sprint, or how fast you run. There's so much to it, and I feel like they're getting closer to making a really good game, but I just don't think they're quite there. I know this has been kind of a sporadic review, but I mean, I just don't have much to say. I mean, it's Call of Duty. This game is Call of Duty. It's not the greatest Call of Duty. It's not the worst Call of Duty. But I'll see you later, guys.